On a warm day in the summer of 2007, something happened at Rucker Park that no one expected. A young man from Washington, D.C. with a lanky 6 feet 9 inch frame and a baby face stepped onto the court and gave a performance that would go down in basketball history. The crowd was going crazy as almost effortlessly he drained shot after shot, leaving defenders in his wake. From that moment on, everybody knew that they were witnessing the evolution of a basketball legend. Kevin Durant's basketball journey began at the tender age of just 3. He grew up in the DMV area, where his love of the game was created. By the time he was 10, Durant was already playing for the AAU teams. However, it was in high school where Durant's talent truly began to shine. He attended National Christian Academy in Fort Washington, Maryland, and quickly established himself as a dominant force on the court. His scoring ability, ball handling skills, and on-court vision far surpassed his peers, earning him a reputation as a generational talent. College coaches were salivating at the prospect of recruiting him. Durant's senior year was particularly impressive, as he led his team to a 23 record and averaged a jaw-dropping 23.6 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 3.0 blocks per game.
Or whatever. What was it for tonight?
KD. I mean, you take one of the best teams that we had ever assembled last year, that we saw in the regular season and in the postseason, and then, in the offseason you add a high-powered offensive talent like that and a great basketball IQ like that, that's what stands out. I mean, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, it is what it is, and, we got to figure out how to, how to combat that, which is going to be a tough challenge for us, but, that's what stands out.
The basketball world was in awe of this young prodigy. After high school, Durant committed to playing for the University of Texas, which was nothing short of sensational. In his freshman year, he swept the board, earning National Player of the Year honors for his performances on the court. He averaged 25.8 points per game and 11.1 rebounds, breaking the freshman record set by Michael Beasley. The unstoppable forward then led the Texas Longhorns to the second round of the NCAA tournament before declaring himself eligible for the NBA draft. Kevin Durant's entrance into the NBA was nothing short of explosive. He was selected second overall by the Seattle Supersonics in the 2007 NBA draft and was quickly hailed as the future of basketball.
Scorer like that, an all-time great scorer. First and foremost, it opens up a lot of things because there's a lot of attention on you on the floor. And with the weapons that we have on this team, him being able to just never be in a rush, find an open guy and trust that we're going to get a good shot. And on the back end, we can try to create for him as well. That chemistry, when we were all the way dialed in, it's hard to stop. So over the last couple of weeks, his game has changed from night to night, just on what he sees and how he feels. And it's been impactful.
Combination of size and shooting ability made him virtually unguardable, and his relentless work ethic soon made him one of the most feared players in the entire league. The Supersonics would later relocate to Oklahoma City and become the Thunder.
About this in the last 40 years. Michael Jordan was 6'6". Kobe Bryant was 6'7", 6'6". So when you're watching these guys, even LeBron James at 6'9", but Kevin Durant is a full, 3-4 inches taller than all of these guys with that length. He is the most unguardable human that's ever been created from an offensive standpoint. Can shoot, can dribble, can pass, can drive, can do everything. And right now is literally the prime and the pinnacle, I think, of his career.
And in true form, Durant continued to dominate. His contributions on the court lit up the scoreboard every single night.
What about Kevin Durant? What do you think about Kevin Durant?
Yeah, you talk about these two and you're battling who's the best, and Kevin Durant is going to sneak in the back door.
The list of accolades became the stuff of legend. Durant captured the NBA scoring title 4 times in his first 5 seasons, and he led the Thunder to the NBA Finals in 2012.
With him, it's more so he realized that nobody on the floor can guard him. When guys get into that certain mode and that mindset, it can become scary, and for him to go out there and feel like he's unstoppable. You know, that's probably one of the scariest feelings as a defender, you know, having to guard that. He's a 7-foot guard. You know, what can he do shooting from half court? It's tough. It's tough to defend. You know, guys play great defense and he's still hitting shots. And that's just a sensational performance for him to have tonight in a big, decisive game. And
after failing to deliver the Thunder a championship, Durant chose to part ways with the city he called home for 9 seasons and joined the Golden State Warriors. He had already achieved nearly everything one could ask in a basketball career, but the best was yet to come. In 2016, Kevin Durant made a decision that would change his legacy forever. Joining forces with Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, he helped create one of the most dominant teams in the entire history of the NBA. Many saw this move was an easy way out, a shortcut to the championship that Durant craved. He was criticized and condemned by fans and analysts alike, but Durant refused to let them get into his head. The Golden State Warriors became the envy of the league, and Durant's impact was immediate. His scoring ability and knack for hitting clutch shots helped propel the Warriors to 2 consecutive championships. Durant himself seemingly reached new heights as well, earning 2 NBA Final MVP awards.
One season and it became the toughest matchup that I've had to deal with in my entire career outside of Tracy Gray.
Solidifying his position as an NBA legend, something that very few players in the history of the game have ever done. During the 2019 NBA Finals, Durant suffered a devastating Achilles injury. Many fans and analysts questioned whether he would ever return to his former greatness. They wondered if the injury would be the end of his career, the final chapter in a story that had already been written. Durant refused to let his injury define him. He refused to let it be the end of his story. He worked tirelessly to rehab his torn Achilles, to rebuild his strength and his confidence. He spent countless hours in the gym, pushing himself to new heights, refusing to let anyone or anything stand in his way. And then, in the 2020-2021 season, Durant made his triumphant return. He took the court once again, a man reborn, a man on a mission. He put up incredible numbers and led his now Brooklyn Nets team to the playoffs, defying all expectations and all doubters. It was a comeback story for the ages. With Kevin Durant, a mere mention of his name sends shivers down the spine of defenders and fans alike. A true basketball phenom, his path to greatness has been nothing short of spectacular. From his early days as a high school prodigy to achieving championship success at the highest level of basketball, Durant has cemented his legacy as a true basketball great. Dress in his jersey and step on the court, and you're not just playing basketball, you're playing the legend. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you stay notified every time that we post new videos. And until next time, take care.